North-South Connection. Welcome back to Clotheslines and Headlines 2.0, episode 16. Here we are, our beautiful faces. Look at Rocco Martone. Look at those eyes, those baby blues. And that. Did you comb your hair, Rocco, for this?
Not once in 20 years have I combed my hair.
Rossi, you're wearing some Yukon gear. How'd they do? We got to know. Did they just win?
No, they lost. Can't win games on the road, but hey, we have 2 months to figure that out, so I'm not too worried about it.
That's 2 Wednesdays in a row. Not sure where you were last Wednesday, but we ain't got time for that. But just like WrestleMania 16, there was a 4-way main event, our fourth being Matt Cummings. Matt with the Saudi Prince and Triple H and Vince McMahon. What's going on, dude? It's been a few months. How you been?
It's going good, guys. Going good. Just trying to churn out some gambling podcasts, trying to fade the Dolphins every chance I get.
Oh, let's not beat up on our boy. It's not a rough night.
I feel like every time I send an article over to Rossi, though, my pick is like directly against the Dolphins.
It's okay. The Dolphins still finished with a better record despite a 5-game losing streak to the Bucks. So it's all good.
Sorry. New season.
It's a tough game for Rossi here. Tua's out. UConn on a skid. Is Teddy Two Gloves at least playing?
No, man. Skyler.
All right,
we're screwed.
All right, we're wasting our time here talking about these scrub franchises. But anyways, 2023, this is our first episode. So let's just jump right into it and give us our 2023 predictions. The first half of our predictions, we're going to have a few NoSo members jumping in and out, see how it's going. Maybe you and then we'll have a second part of the regular podcast where we splice it all together for our release on Friday. So Matt, being the guest that you are, well, first of all, let's just run down the system. Our guests are going to give us their predictions. We'll go around the horn, give a little love, give a little hate. Give me a 1 through 10, 10 being most likely, 1 being absolutely not, on what you gauge of their prediction. Have fun with the predictions. Make some silly ones, make some serious ones, whatever you're feeling. Matt, start us out, buddy.
All right, I'll start us off. I'll start off with a steaming. Maybe it is a steaming hot take. I hope it's a steaming hot take. But I am going to go with Cody Rhodes does not win a world championship in the year 2023. I think they have a really, really good story that they could tell right now with the buildup and, trying to fulfill his father's legacy. And that I think I would hope that the powers that be in WWE understand the power of the story that they have right now in their hands with Cody Rhodes. And I would like to see him kind of get broken down before he gets built back up. I don't think he's going to come right in guns blazing and win a world title. I would like to see him actually chase, fall down, get back up again. I'd like to see a good 2023 where Cody Rhodes does not win the WWE championship, but he can win it in 2024. That's my bold prediction. My boldest.
So with Triple H calling the shots, is he going to kind of crash that throne a little bit on Cody's 2023 is what you're saying?
I think it's with good purpose, though. I do. I think it does more harm than good to have him come in and win the Royal Rumble and win the WWE title. And we have a chance to tell like a really once in a lifetime story with this Cody Rhodes world title chase. So I would like to see it take a little bit more time.
As someone that's hot and cold on Cody, and I'm really lukewarm overall, I'm curious how I am going to react and feel about him. I still think his pre AEW work, Stardust, was his peak. But coming back, I think he had a good 6 months in him, or good 3 months. So we'll kind of see where he's at there. I'm going to go a hard 5 on that one. I don't hate it. Rossi, where are you at with that?
I actually think I'm more like a 7 on that. Unless they split the titles up, which there's still a lot of talk of happening. I just can't. With 2 titles, I can't see it being Cody, at least in the Mania season, right? I mean, there's so many other paths it seems like Roman has built up for. I mean, I guess it could be Cody, and I guess Cody could still win the Rumble, but I don't know. I think you'd have to have 2 split titles for him to definitely get it this year. So I'm leaning that they're not gonna split the titles until maybe the summer or post draft, whenever that will be. So I actually don't mind that one, Matt. I like it a little bit.
All right, Rocco.
Yeah, I agree. He's coming back. When you come back injured from such a major injury, you shouldn't be a world beater right away. There should be the struggle. So I feel like the Rumble through Mania is out, like you were saying. And you build that big story up for maybe next Rumble or something like that. So yeah, I'm going to go agree with both you guys, man. Probably more like a 7.
Have them enter 30 and then throw them right out.
Ooh, that's a heat. And that's, start feuds at the Rumble, right? And that's a great way to do it.
Triple H would be sending him a message, but I don't think there needs to be a message sent there. Now, Matt, in 2024, when he wins this, heel or face? Just to put a button on that.
Face. It's going to be like the biggest title win probably since Punk. If they do it right, I think it'll be the biggest title win in WWE probably since Punk. It's going to have that big build up, that big story feel. I don't know where you go with it. I don't know. Cody's kind of like, it's more about the chase than about the actual championship. So I think it'll be huge when it happens. And then I think it'll be a very, very lukewarm. I get to wrestle everybody and have pretty good matches title reign.
Cool. All right, let's go to the next NoSo number here. Oh, Tim, not the Two-Man Taylor. What's up, dude? What is your 2023 prediction?
My 2023 prediction is that by the end of 2023, the head of AEW Creative will be Paul Triple H Levesque.
I kind of hate it, Tim. I don't want it to happen. I want Triple H to run the WWE and see his vision out, but
not a chance, pal. It's good shit.
No, it's not good shit. But that's a bold one. I'm just gonna go hard too, just because I don't want it to see happen. But if that happens, that again, if Triple H is making the dinner, cooking the ingredients, and making the meal, I don't think I don't think you can go wrong. So if it's the AEW is the recipe, that's a bold one. Rossi?
I'll give it a 1. I think Triple H is going to keep a job throughout the year.
I hope so.
I think Vince knows. Vince likes Triple H's booking. People don't want to believe that, but if you look back at the last 6 months, like it's not like Triple H has done anything drastically bold that wouldn't have been done under Vince. I mean, obviously bringing people back was probably the boldest thing he did. But I think he's going to fit right in here, even if Vince includes himself with the creative moving forward. I think Triple H will kind of play his hand here. And there's some rumors floating out there that, him and Stephanie might be not the happiest of wedded bliss right now. So I feel like there might be more of a connection to Triple H at this point to Vince than people realize. I
think they're going bar hopping right now, going cougar chasing, and that would be something, huh? That would be a reality show.
Yeah, I mean, if his heart can handle it, I mean, he might be drinking wine with the old man right now, laughing at everybody.
Rocco, man, you could be a 3-way. You're in that age group, buddy. You could be a 3-way in that group.
I'd be in the middle. One of his NXT components are over there, and it'd be a great way to actually have a cool women's division in AEW booked in a cool way. So yeah, fuck it, I'll take it.
I'm here for it. I just hope it doesn't happen. That's the only reason. Like, Tim, you kind of broke my heart a little bit with that one.
Well, it does kind of mean the world is falling, right? So,
I mean, I'm also breaking my heart with it, but Vince already twice has shown a vote of no confidence in Triple H. Literally undoing everything he did in NXT, making it 2.0. The reason why this is the bioluminescent show of the North-South connection, the 2.0 kind of being a little tongue-in-cheek jab. The only reason Triple H is head of creative is because Vince was gone. Now the old head of creative is back. It's only a matter of time before Vince finds a way to sneak himself out of being just executive chairman and actually running the show, especially if it goes to Matt's good buddies at this side. Matt's good buddies hanging out behind him.
I will say too, I like the prediction. Like, I think that was my hope. Cool. Like, I wanted this bold stuff to come through so we could talk about it, right? Especially during this, we ended up getting hit with news this week, but we thought it was going to be kind of a lame week. So I like that, and I appreciate it.
Of course.
All right, yeah, Matt, put a button on that.
A lot of stuff.
I'll give it a 4. 4. I'll give it a 4. I feel bad. I want to give it a 1, but I'll give it a 4.
It's a great prediction. I just don't want to.
I give it's 3 points for creativity, 1 point for accuracy. So we'll put it together. It's a 4.
Wow.
My reason being is I think that all of this drama with the Vince McMahon return to WWE and hostile takeover of his own company, it's more of just a purchase and sale thing. I really do think. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it seems like it's more of a purchase and sale thing rather it's more of a back end of WWE, whereas we will continue to watch the front end, and I don't expect there to be too much difference than what we've seen in the past couple of months.
God, I hope you're right.
I hope we're right too. Timmy, great prediction. Let's play the magic. Who's next? Whoa, Jenny, what's up?
Get in the position, boys.
Whoa.
That last prediction almost broke me. I almost hung up and said, fuck this and fuck them, and I'm done with all y'all.
That's not it. Jenny, what's your 2023? It could be the boldest of bold. I hope not, but are we playing it safe? Or are we getting bold? What are we doing?
Well, originally when you asked me this question, I said that I thought Charlotte Flair would have her best year ever. And then she came out and won. She came back and won. Maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part because I miss me some Charlotte, and everybody else is tired of her except for me. So, well, you and me, we like Charlotte, and but I mean, she looks amazing. She had a long rest. She's dialed in. She seems. I don't know how I feel about her being a babyface currently, but I think she has I think she still has some stuff to do. I know it seems weird because she has like 1 billion championships, but she has so much drive and fire and talent that I think she has some more greatness in her.
So you think this is 2023 is going to be the year of Charlotte Flair?
Yes.
This is going to be her Roman Reigns year?
Yes.
I'll go 7. I like it.
Okay, good.
Now, was she babyface the whole year?
See, no. To me, the greatness comes with the turn for Charlotte. Yeah. So I say I don't know how I feel about the babyface, but I am interested because I've never really been into her that much as a babyface. So I'm curious with my own fandom if this is going to hit for me or if I'm a heel Charlotte girl.
So what does a Triple H Charlotte face run look like? So that's why I'm going 7.
That's curious too.
I'm 7.
If he's there, obviously.
Rossi, let's go around the horn.
I'm going to one up you. I'm going to one up you there and say 8. I like the vibes on it. I think that she might be, I think part of her drive right now is to prove that she can be a high-end babyface. I think she's done a pretty good job. I mean, we're only 2 weeks into it right now, but I thought the way that they did the Sonya Deville stuff last week was really well done. That's a really good foil to put in there to get the crowd behind her. Now, I didn't expect the crowd to get behind her as well as they did. But what were they saying? What were they calling her? Like turn that trick or something?
Yeah, turn that trick.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like, what is that?
That was outrageous, but it worworked, right? And Charlotte played off of that. I think she's gonna. Her and Bianca, if that's the direction they're going, which I think it is going to be a certified banger. I think it's also a good way to get Bianca heel as part of it, which is another thing that I think they should do. So I really like the prediction, and I think that it's more likely than not to happen for sure.
I like it. Rocco.
Yeah, heel Bianca and a face Charlotte's probably the best Charlotte face feud she could have. So I like that idea. And then you have Rhea as well. Well, I guess it's Rhea as well, and it's 2 chicks who could really throw hands and look the part as much as Charlotte, who's one of the biggest chicks they got. So I like it. I like that idea. And then we have to remember there's been a certain way that certain people have to be booked for the last many years.
Right.
And to see her being booked in a different way will be really cool because she has been pigeonholed into a certain way of having to act. So,
Matt, is it in your contract that you have to have the Saudi prince's face showing the whole time? Is that why you're sitting right there?
Yep.
Are you afraid you're going to get beheaded if he's not on your screen?
Yeah, every 10 minutes I got to rotate the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and FanDuel. So.
I love that you're showing respect. Kudos,
Absolutely.
Bow down.
And as for the prediction,
what do you got?
I'm gonna go kind of with Rossi. I'm gonna go 8 because when I personally think Charlotte Flair on a grand scheme of things, I think it's been more quantity over quality when it comes to title reigns and championships and stories. She's a lot of different things. Like she's had a lot of, quick feuds. She's had a lot of different title reigns. She's had a lot of different accolades. She gets to them very quickly. So I would like to see like one good title reign, like going back to my prediction for the whole year that Cody Rhodes is not WWE champion. I would like to see Charlotte Flair as a women's champion and kind of have like a grand culminating title reign of all the title reigns we've seen.
I like that idea.
So the quantity over quality is pretty spot on. And for Triple H to put his pulse on Charlotte with the quality will go a long way for Charlotte within like her resume and whatever for long-term success and goodwill and non-go-away heat that Jenny touched on earlier. So Jenny, I hope you're right. Now, are there any more crazy ones you want to throw out there?
Well, I mean, I thought of this earlier today. I think Rossi mentioned it. I don't think that Stephanie and Hunter are going to make it for the year. I saw this compilation of like her wearing the ring and not wearing the ring and did a little rabbit hole thing. But I mean, far be it for me to speculate on anybody's personal life. But
now, question: do you think Charlotte would be into not Charlotte? Do you think Stephanie would be into a 5'8" balding married man? That is you think that is a thing?
Probably not. No.
All right, just throwing it out there.
I mean, there's one consideration, but I mean, I don't know.
So, all right, since that's a no, I'm going to go 3, just out of hope Triple H. The hope they make it. I'm going to go 3. Just since I'm out, I'm going to hope Triple H.
I hope I'm wrong.
Hope Triple H stays in the game. Rossi.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're split now, so I give that a 10.
Yeah, Rocco.
I'm not going to wager on someone's personal life like that. That's just wrong.
Well, shooters are going to shoot, and Matt, what do you got? Jenny,
like you've never said anything outrageously judgmental on a podcast ever before.
Not once.
Not
as much as Ryan saying he's 5'8".
Sorry, Brian. I just had my physical. I am 5'7" 3/4. That one really hurt. You couldn't just say 5'8". Really?
My son's 5'7" today.
And as for the prediction, I'm gonna go. I don't know. I'm gonna go 5. I guess I'm gonna throw right in the middle. I don't
know how to feel either. Yeah.
Wouldn't be shocked if it happened. Wouldn't be shocked if it didn't happen. Could care less if it happens or not. So I'll go 5.
In a way. Jenny, awesome predictions. I hope.
Thanks.
I like the Charlotte stuff.
True. Jenny, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Y'all have a good show.
Later. All right, we got one more, guys. We got one more guest. We're going to do the dual screen. He had a shitty prediction earlier, so I want to bring it to the masses. Let's go, buddy.
What's up, boys?
This is my son, Landon. Landon, what's your prediction, buddy?
All right, here it is. Ricochet joins Hit Row and goes heel and takes Swerve's spot.
Rossi, what do you got?
I'm going to give it a 2 because I don't think that Hit Row makes it to Mania with jobs.
Oh, come on. That's cruel. Rocco?
I like it. I'll give it a 5.
Okay. Matt?
Oh, the second you said it, I could picture it in my head already, and I'm giving it a 10. I love it.
Yes!
I love it. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. It's such a perfect fit for everybody. Everybody gets better in that situation. 10.
Yeah, I thought it was a 4, but I like the intrigue, So
I can see it. I can just see it. The second he said it, I could see it. So
already in the storyline. Ricochet turns heel now on Braun.
So is that for Hit Row or is that for Ricochet? Who is it more for?
Ricochet.
Then I don't mind it. It's actually kind of not bad.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah. All right, Len, you made your podcast debut. Are you happy?
I am happy.
All right.
Best prediction. Yeah.
Woo!
Besides mine.
All right, Rocco. How about you give the YouTube viewers your prediction? What's going on? What is it?
We're going to say with Mr. Seth Rollins being a face, my prediction is that he will integrate more of his personality into the character, and he will start to be the real Seth Rollins, and his face turn will fail horribly, like it always does once the real Seth Rollins come out, and he will be a failed babyface even before Mania, and it's going to fuck up everything because they keep trying, and it's going to fail like it does every time.
Kind of agree that it kind of does fail, but right now is the most he's been over in a long time. So
but that's him being his weird character still with the and once he's gonna have to be humanized a little bit.
And here's the question to that point, Ryan: is he over or is his theme over?
His theme was a troll at first, and it proves that WWE fans love to just chant shit like the big balls and any dumb shit ever. So they just like to chant along to his theme. It was kind of like a troll trolling the heel when they didn't like him. And it just kind of became this fucking Stockholm syndrome or whatever it would be, where he's just like, oh, wait, I guess we like him because we cheer him now, where we sing a song. So I never got it. He's still, you can see him. He's actually kind of not being as outrageous. He still wears dumb clothes, but I don't know. It's going to see, once he's face to face with Cody, I don't know if they're going to put them together. That might really help dictate how that would work. But anytime they try to make him act like him, it's a failure. He's not a person people are drawn to as him as a person. It's never worked.
I think who his opponent is the most important, because I think he's definitely, as a baby face, he is definitely like a 1A or a B. I don't think he can be a lead. So I agree to your sentiment. But if it was ever going to get over, it would be now, where he's the most interesting. So I'm going to give it a 5. I agree with the sentiment. I agree that I wouldn't trust it, but I may trust the guy pulling the strings a little bit more with Seth Rollins in mind, opposed to, Vince just kind of putting a character out there and letting them sink or swim. Triple H is going to put a character out there and invest in it, in hope in it. And, Rollins is his boy. Rollins was his first guy in NXT. So I'm going to go 5. I wouldn't know where to wager my money. Matt, you're the guy, you're the wager guy. Where would you wager your money on that?
I think it's dead on. I think it's like, trying to think. I don't remember the year, but it was the year he wrestled Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and he just kind of
19.
It was just him being him, but it was kind of it was boring. It wasn't anything. I loved this, and you could do the same gimmick as a babyface. The kind of the over the top crazy outfits, crazy laugh, like everything's cranked up to 11. Like I love that for Seth Rollins, that gimmick. But you can do it as a babyface too. But I just feel like over time that they're going to try to slowly just bring him back to the Seth Rollins.
With that over time, there's just no substance to the cackling and the
it's just going to slowly be Seth Rollins coming out in a t-shirt, like slowly but surely. We're working our way back there.
Seth freaking Rollins, man! Like
just like same entrance.
Just ring the bell. That's where you're at.
His appeal as a face is in the ring. Like that 1 hour fucking gauntlet match he had that time, that kind of really gave him that most recent big face turn. But I mean, he killed Becky fucking Lynch, the biggest star they've had. Like they stuck her with him, and it just killed her dead almost. Like no one even cared. It was rough to watch. So
I think ultimately too, he's like their Swiss Army knife. Like he tends to. His job really in the last year has been elevating other people. Like he didn't really have to elevate Cody, but he kind of did, right? Just to kind of get some of that like AEW off of him as he switched over. But then he really was used to elevate Riddle as well. And both of them were super successful. So I think ultimately there's another babyface they want to get over. I don't know who the hell it would be. Maybe like a Braun Breaker or something like that. That then they have to turn him heel again because it just fits the story better.
Big show.
So all right, we got time for one more. Rossi, you want to throw yours out there to the YouTube ether?
Yeah. So I am going to say Pretty Deadly is going to win a main roster tag title by SummerSlam.
I love it. I got my side plates ready, boys. What's up? I love Pretty Deadly. Rossi, you can attest to me texting you about them in NXT UK, being like, these guys just have it, whatever it is. The character work is down. They can carry promos, they can carry segments, and even they can bring it in ring. That deadline match against New Day is a testament to them. I'd be 100% behind them. Low key, they might be baby faces by the end of 2024, or 2023, just to add to your prediction. I'm going to go 8, just because they're not up there yet, and the titles are kind of like strapped down. So I don't want to give it a hard 10, but I would love it from the heart. A 10 from the heart and an 8 from the gambling aspects. Rocco, what are you, a pretty deadly guy? First of all, Rocco, before we get back to you and jump off Seth Rollins, don't you think a nice blonde streak in that hair would look sweet like 2014 Seth Rollins?
That would be way more effort than I've put in my hair in a long time. I did once have a buzz cut with blonde, but that was in the mid-90s.
Me too, bro.
I think you bleached your hair too much and then it fucking fell out. I like them too. I think they're the type of team that could come in and like kind of like a Fandango Tyler Breeze kind of thing, where it's a little heelish and they'll get turned because they're so entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the type of team that this is a good time for them, because I feel like in the other days, maybe they would be portrayed as a homosexual team, which of course in Vince McMahon world means they have to be stupid heels. So I think this is a great time for them to come up, because that's not their character at all. And I think they're so entertaining that people will get behind them. I think a cool babyface start would be nice, and then a heel start, and then like I think you guys are dead on. People are going to get into those guys.
Yeah, like you bring up Breeze Angle, and that's perfect. Like they could be Breeze Angles with like substance and have good matches, and not just the skits or whatever. So
and they're not overexposed either, because they are kind of in 2.0, so they haven't been seen a lot, and they could be really new and just portrayed exactly how it wants to be portrayed on the main roster.
So Matt, I see you bobbing your head. Are you in line with all this?
Yeah, I like that. I like that. It's my second favorite prediction so far behind this Ricochet and Hit Row one. But yeah, no, I like it. I think they're perfect for the main roster, and I think that's kind of everyone's on the same page when it comes to that. They're very versatile. You know, they can do funny segments, they can do serious segments.
Yeah.
They can do. So I think they're going to be a good fit on the roster. As for the before SummerSlam part, I'm going to disagree with. I think they'll be on the main roster well before SummerSlam. But that's why I'm going to give it a 7, because I like the prediction. I just think the timeline, I think it's going to take a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's been the best mix of bold and accuracy we've had. So kudos to Midcard Rossi for that one.
Yeah, really quickly, what made me think of that too is I'm watching NXT this week, and I'm like, you know, this is when all the Saudi stuff's floating around on Tuesday night, and I'm like, okay, Vince is going to be leading creative soon, and I'm like, Vince is going to fucking like these guys. Like, yeah. I can just see that there's somebody that Vince is going to get a kick out of and try to push to the moon, like almost right away.
Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. Well, let's continue this off of YouTube. If you want to catch it off of YouTube, check us out on the NoSo network. We come out every other Friday, 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. Check us out, guys. All right, Tim, you got this end recording.